1% better every day!
All right. I think we should get straight into it.
Yeah, for sure.
What you think we get into it?
Let's roll.
People, what's going on? It's your boy Shondo Blades, and I'm here with my boy Melly Mel.
Yes, sir.
CJ winning, baby.
CJ winning, man. This motherfucker gonna flex. Hey, and this is the 1% Better Everyday podcast. We're coming at you live and direct, all straight, no chaser. You know we're not bullshitting with you.
Never.
And today, I'm excited about today because we did a little traveling, you know what I'm saying, throughout the week, and it was just like, man, I really feel like we need to talk about what we feel a leader is. You see what I'm saying?
Leadership.
Like leadership. Like a lot of people talk about, oh, this is a leader. Like, let's get into that because I feel like that's a blanket word that can have a lot of different meanings depending on, you know, who you are, background, all that type shit. So let's get into it. Like, let's get into what a leader is. But before we do that, I gotta ask, like, what'd you do this weekend, bro?
Man, this weekend I went to, so I got some nieces and nephews that's active right now.
In sports?
In sports.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Bro, I don't know what it is about the times that they're starting to play these games.
Yeah.
Bro, so I don't know where everybody is that's listening to this, but I live in Houston, in the Heights. I had to go all the way to Katy.
Right.
That's about a 30-minute, 40-minute drive, depending on the park.
Right.
For an 8 o'clock Little League football game.
In the morning.
So I had to get up at like 7:15, you know, make sure I was straight, shoot out the door, make sure I go.
Are they young?
Check him out. Yeah, he's 6.
See, that's why, because you know they got all the levels that play after. You
It
play
is.
early when you little.
It is, but my niece was a little bit older. She preteen. She do soccer. She played at the same time. So I had to go that. So this weekend I'm going to the soccer. Last weekend I got to show love to my
Look at you.
That's
So you,
good, though.
But I'm the uncle.
You know what I'm saying?
I can come in and out. You know,
That's a good thing about that.
they call that nigga
Yeah. You my kid right now?
Right.
You go back in.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Gonna be there.
I'm gonna show love. I show love. So I just, went and hung out with them for a little bit. Did that with the fam and shot back home. Did some housework.
They had
much.
some lit parents out there.
Not at this one.
Right.
Now, some of the other ones they do be getting up there, but it was a
boy.
little toned down.
I'm talking about this. Hey. They be trying to send the rules and shit for how we. I don't read none of them. I don't open a single email. I'm in that bitch talking crazy.
Right.
But the thing is that I'm never telling the coach what to do.
Right.
I never tell the coach what to do.
I feel you.
Ever, bro. I think that's I think you fuck your kid up trying to be one of them parents that's over there telling coaches what I never do that.
Yeah.
I'm talking purely to my babies and to try to inspire, like if I see to inspire the team.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm never like, coach, what? I can't stand. I'll turn around and get on the parent ass. If you on one of my baby's teams and you talking crazy to the coach and you a parent that's probably built like, you know what I'm saying? Built like curd. You know what I'm saying?
Built like pudding.
Yeah, built like Alfredo, frozen Alfredo in a motherfucking jar. You understand me? And you giving advice and coaching tips, nigga. Calm down. What you need to be doing is talking to your baby. So yeah, like what I'm doing is like trying to hype my babies up. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Bro, because when my baby's out there, I'm like, say for instance basketball. I don't give a fuck if you score a point. Every ball your ball.
Yeah.
Every rebound your rebound.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what's going on. And that's how I'm talking. So it's not like I'm never challenging the coaches.
Yeah.
Because you fucking your kids up if you start doing that at an early age.
Right,
I'm just saying. Oh, you got a little one and shit too. Your baby play stuff. Yeah.
Well, I had him in soccer a little bit, like soccer.
He didn't really feel it.
He ain't really into soccer. Like he really into like
soccer. One of the things that you gotta if you gonna be into it, you gotta like soccer. You know what I'm saying?
Soccer was like bigger, like call it late '90s, early 2000s. Soccer be getting big because growing up, that wasn't even an option.
I know it wasn't.
Y'all couldn't play
soccer gonna be soccer. I think it was the future for us.
I grew up in Southern California. I don't recall seeing a soccer league.
It just wasn't. It just wasn't like motherfucker wasn't like.
It wasn't
soccer,
but
yeah.
FIFA video games.
That shit make me hot.
Tell me, you let me know if this is true or if you feel and you agree with this. But I heard when your kids is in soccer early, that's really good for the footwork.
That's what I had to mean.
And maybe for other sports.
I think that, to be honest with you, bro, some people say that. I just think that a little motherfucker being out there and getting direction from somebody that ain't you, competing against other motherfuckers to beat them at something, I think it's all. I don't think you can. Some people say that shit, bro, but it's like you can argue a bunch of shit. You can say wrestling is the best because after doing like combat sports and comparing it to like what I did in like football or baseball, like combat sports to me was the best shit to do, just because it was like somebody's body. They're physically trying to exert pressure on you that you got to maneuver and shit. There is no like football. There was like set. You could do like set drills and shit. Like if I'm running a route, boom, boom, boom. If I'm playing quarterback, I'm dropping a certain way. Like there was set movements. In fighting, there are set movements, but in MMA, because it encompasses so much, it really is no set footwork. So I don't know. That some people think that, but I don't know. Look, whatever y'all think, comment or whatever below, and tell us what you think is the best sport to start your kid off in. But I think you really just can't go wrong with just something.
Right. So I was waiting until he turned 4 to put him in MMA. So he just turned 4.
Bro, your baby it's not 4 yet?
No, he just turned 4 in June.
That little motherfucker is advanced, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, you doing something right.
Yeah.
I thought he was like 5.
Yeah, he was like 5, 6.
That little boy is not 4?
Nah, he just turned 4, in June 7th,
Bro, I like his little confidence, little nuts drag. Hey. That's a baby to me.
I told him like since he was like born, like this is like everything I thought I would have had. I just gave him that. Like,
that's
he's
really
been in school
good
since like 18 months.
Bro,
So
he's got because I still call that a baby to me.
Right, yeah, for
like,
sure.
I probably still pick that nigga up in
Yes,
certain times to watch.
He still got that part too.
he's still, but he's just. He's really advanced, bro.
I appreciate it.
That's a good job. I thought he was like 5.
No, that's what everybody be like, man.
5 going on.
That's what everybody said.
On the 31st, bro. That's good, dog. That's a testament to you as a dad.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's my joy right there. So,
dog, he's advanced. I thought that boy 3. He's not even 4.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
It's that leadership in the house.
That's incredible, dog. That is incredible.
Yeah, I attribute it to like me and his mom not together, but our co-parenting situation like so cold.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
To where I just tell her all the time, like, you're a good woman.
Right.
Like, bless you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no friction. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no bitterness, ain't no extra. Like, she called me today. We be going over business. She'll throw ideas at me and stuff. So
that's good, man.
So, you know, we just looking at the bigger picture. We both kind of came from a broken home type thing, so we just trying to make sure, even though our home is broken, we trying to these kids something on
them. Because I'm just a proponent. Like, you don't necessarily have to see your dad every day,
right?
Like as like, you know, for dads out there, it's just like when you think of a lion pride. Like male lions are gone, but their protection should always be felt and remain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're always looking for more territories and how you can expand, you know what I mean, what they already have. So, like, when you have a loving mom and the dad's, like, the presence is there, to where it's like, you know what I mean, you know that influence is, like, right there. I think that's solid. Like, you don't necessarily have to just be there in his face every fucking day.
That's how I was when he was first born. Just to try to, like, imprint on him.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, when you, like, 4, bro, that's when your childhood ends. Because I'm going to have to be grinding to make sure. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be up daddy all the time. Like, I got to be grinding to make sure you straight. And I can set an example. So when you are around me, we got quality time instead of quantity time.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of people can be like, oh, I with my kids every day, but, you know, they in a room and you in here drinking beers, doing something else. And they just looking at an example like, oh, my dad just be chilling. He don't be doing that.
That means absolutely.
So I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to say, when you see me, like, you see, okay, we're doing a podcast. We going at the gym.
You have a purpose.
Every time he with me, I'm doing something. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, Dad, so now he see me, Dad, are we going to the gym? We going to the gym. We going to we going to talk to your friends. What we finna do,
bro? You know, one of the hardest things, like, and I heard this from one of my little girls. So she'll set her animals up, like her little stuffed animals and dolls and shit, and have like meetings with them, right?
As a kid or as an adult?
No, she's a little kid. She has meetings with them as an adult. So she was acting like she was on the phone because she listens to me when I'm on the phone with people that I'm doing business with or whatever. And so one day I'm listening and I'm downstairs doing something and I hear her say, "What the hell do you mean it won't be shipped until Friday?" I was like, bro, I crept up the stairs on some old Pink Panther shit. I'm by the door. She was like, this infrastructure just seems off to me. It's just off to me. I creak in there, and I'm talking about the movements, everything. She got the phone, because she had a phone.
Right.
But she not talking to nobody at the time. She was like, it just seems off to me. She's like, okay, explain this to me as if I know nothing about my own business. Go. That's where you lost me. I'm like, bro.
That's advanced.
Dog.
That's advanced.
It was crazy. Like, man, purpose. Like, let your kids see your purpose. Like, hey, if you're a dad and you're there, that's fine. I'm not knocking that. I'm definitely not knocking that. Right. But what I'm saying is that when you see daddy has a purpose for being here. It's like when the male lions come back, it's like they not just there to be there. Right. Like it's a reason that these motherfuckers are back. Right. Or this motherfucker, depending on how many males run the pride, this one, it's a reason he's back.
Right.
So I feel like when your kids see you as a father, like it needs to be you up to something. When they listen to you talk, it's not just you shooting the shit about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Bro, she was conducting a full-fledged meeting.
Right.
It was I'm talking about I had everybody lined up. She told one dude, she said, listen, she said, I've been very patient with you. She said, but if I don't see any more advancement, I've got to part ways with you. Like, in that order, I'm like, what the fuck? So, they're listening. We'll just say that.
They always.
Yeah. I know yours has probably said some shit you like mine to throw together some cuss words that I didn't say. Like, my little, it's like, ooh.
Look, mine get on me like, Daddy, you always like songs with cuss words.
Bro,
why do you always, I'm like,
my baby's trap babies now.
Yeah,
we in that,
Rich raised my boy.
We trap babies now. Hey, if you think that's bad parenting, I really don't give a damn. My baby was on the Pampers box, nigga. So you can argue with me all you want to. You know what I'm saying? But we doing something right. But anyway, goddamn.
Yeah, that's funny.
But bro, I'm gonna record it one day and bring it in here, bro. It is crazy. Like she will be saying verbatim this shit that I've said.
Right.
Crazy. That's what's crazy, bro. Anyway, so I guess was I supposed to talk about what the fuck I did this weekend?
Yeah.
So you talked about what you did.
We gotta talk about what I did.
You didn't? We cut you off.
We did all that.
We went all the way around. We ain't do nothing because we was just kind of throwing shit.
You said something about your boy.
Nah, but
you said
backing off of my weekend.
Yeah.
Sports.
Cut your shit off. You did. All right, nigga. You was up this weekend. What you do this weekend?
Well, see, it was my birthday Friday. So
I saw it online. Happy birthday, my boy. Damn. I'm gonna bring cigars for you next time.
I appreciate you. Yeah, so it was my birthday. So I tried to act like I was in my 20s or something and try to go to the club and stuff Friday. That was a disaster.
Didn't go?
I went to like 3 different spots. They was all like, you know.
I ain't never really been to a club nigga like that.
I'm not really either, but I'm even more not now, especially after working in the club. Like I'm just clubbed out. Even lounges and all that. So I'm like, okay,
I'm a lounge nigga.
Yeah,
I wanna hear you. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like I wanna like I just ain't I hit it every now and then, but it's real. Cause I really probably want to start talking some business. I can't help it. Like I'm gonna start talking something about it. If I can't hear at some point, I can't help it. That shit just in me. Like I've tried just like, man, tonight we just gonna chill. Nigga,
that's what I ended up doing Saturday.
You chill.
I had a kickback at my crib.
See, that's more like it.
And so we had like 15, 20 females. It was only like 5, 6 dudes. So I was like, okay, cool.
So you like your ratio there?
Yeah, that ratio was cool.
Your ratio
my
was good.
Like, get on the phone to my, hey, can my homeboy come? I'm like,
right.
Is he bringing some more bottles?
Right.
What are you doing? I went around to everybody. I was like,
right.
I'm like, okay,
this nigga thinking?
All right, okay, that's technical.
Why would you bring a dude?
Okay, so that was real cool. So we had a little kickback. That was live and
that be making me mad.
I know. He like, can my homeboy? He like, no, he cool though.
I don't care.
He
throwing the numbers off.
He doesn't have a vagina.
This fucking guy.
I like. We have a 2. Like, get in. It was 2.5 to 1. Come on, bro.
Did you hear what my baby told her that stuffed animal? Like, look, we've done. Hey, if this happens again, I'm at the point now where we fuck around at the part ways. Like,
you cool.
We may have to part ways. You're not understanding like how we trying to set this infrastructure up. Right?
I mean, it's
a whole bunch of women.
The numbers are
3 niggas.
This is what you want. I like this is perfecto. Like chill. Just.
But do you think that? Because sometimes, it's a sticky one. Sometimes when the numbers are too skewed and the women are in packs, like they came 3 and 4. Now,
they did come in packs.
See, that's when it can become a little hairy sometimes.
Okay, but see, the good thing
was the dudes this whole girl getting love.
We was
y'all was working the room.
Everybody was
working.
The room. So I'm like, we
work the room.
So we were 6 active ones. It wasn't like dudes were sitting in the corner like this. I'm like, bro, everybody was working. Like I was jumping from group to group.
Work the room.
I was like, boom, 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 boom. What you got going? Where you drinking? Where your shot say? It's time for a shot.
Work the room.
Then we had multiple games going. Like we had the Jenga going. We had the Uno going.
We'll execute it.
Yeah, so
if you don't execute, if you don't execute that right, when you start making decisions on who's finna be who, then this motherfucker salty. This
they start blocking.
We gotta go back. Don't forget.
Man, like, let me get my keys.
Right. So that was well executed.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta work that room.
You got to.
Motherfuckers don't be working that room. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, like any business meeting, man. You gotta work
move
around. You can't be in one.
But you know what? That's what I keep thinking about dealing. Because I be having like a few little stories, but it be with women, and I be like, man, I could have been doing this on some business. Like I could have doing all this arbitrage with this female and talking to this one. I get my script together to tell her to come through and make this one lead logistics. I could have just been doing that with some customers, and so I could have been getting some money.
That's why it always.
That's
why business wins out for me every time.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about like business winning out every time because it's just because when you look at it like any effort or anything you put like it's all business.
Right.
It's all fucking with women. This shit is all business.
Right.
Like so. You trying to get this from this person,
right?
Customer, sale,
you trying to have your presentation,
your product
laid just right, so she'll buy.
Right, present your product in the best possible light.
If you good in that social realm, handling that, 9 times out of 10,
you good in business.
To the
that's what I'm thinking about. Like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get the moolah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then you have to become less of a salesman. Then it's just like, hey, this is what it is.
Yeah. Right. Boom. Here.
What you do this weekend?
Man.
What's Shondo do this weekend?
Bro, I told you earlier I was feeling myself. So I went to Atlanta because we had I was showing one of the products to one of the boxing trainers out there.
Okay.
But so all right. So when you guys do like e-commerce and stuff like that, you want to get numbers. You want to bring in a bunch of numbers to your stuff, right? That's how I was thinking of it in the beginning. But now I'm starting to learn because I am learning as we go along in this business stuff, acting, whatever. I'm learning all the time. That's what 1% Bet Every Day is. But I'm learning like about the targeted customer and like how important that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I had a very small amount of visitors to the e-commerce, but a stupid high conversion rate. Right. Stupid high. On all the products on there, I was like, bruh, like that's what you want. This weekend, you probably couldn't tell me nothing. If y'all niggas would have called me and been like, what? I'd be like, nigga, I'm too big for that. I ain't do that shit. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I'm too big for that right now. I'm talking like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to talk to Huey, you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta talk to that nigga Huey first, nigga. Right. Don't talk to Frank Lucas directly, nigga. Right. Yeah. Talk to Huey first, my brother. Yeah, then talk to me. But yeah, bro, it was like this weekend was so dope. It was a good learning experience. It was a good because I've been trying a lot of different stuff with the business, with trying to get the people to do this, do that. Yeah. And that shit it all culminated and it was just like, whoa. So this weekend was litty, bro. It was litty. This weekend was litty. So yeah, bro. Like I don't know. It's like now I'm on a high, wanting to replicate it. You know what I'm saying? Want to replicate what it was and shit like that, so that shit can go like that every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know things have ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys, but that's the fun part of the business. Let's go back and re-engineer this. Figure out why did it work? Why did it work? Because in my mind it was like there was nothing really extraordinary about what we were doing, but the analytics say otherwise.
You probably you build that momentum.
And I feel like the algorithm's probably picking. It's a bunch of shit happening, but
you get active. It
was just a lot of engagement and all that shit. So this weekend was lit as fuck. But that brought me to why I wanted to talk today about leadership. You know what I'm saying? Because building companies and just doing all that type of stuff, like you have to figure out like what type of leader you're gonna be for the people that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I want to hear what y'all got to say. Like what? So to you, like, what is a leader? Like if you had to describe the qualities of a good leader, like what would you say?
Man, that's such a.
I know it's kind of loaded. It's broad.
It can't be a long way. It could be broad, but. In short, if I had to say, what is a leader? It's somebody that is going.
Maybe. Let's say, what's a good? What if Melly Mel is a good leader? How are you a good leader? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what qualities do you think you would have to invite to be a good leader? Like,
you a leader, you a leader.
Right.
You are, you're not.
Right. So maybe that.
Ball or you're not.
Oh, you not? Oh yeah, you can go ball or you ain't.
You ball, you ain't.
Yeah, dog. Old school with the Kings.
You're a leader or you're not.
So you're not. Yeah.
I feel that.
With that being said, for me, a good leader is somebody that is with you side by side on whoever they're quote unquote leading, whoever is the people that are calling them boss or hey, that's my leader. Like you're on the front lines with them. You're not telling them what to do. You're not, hey, do this. You're not a dictator. Like, no, it's a group.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, man, there's so many different qualities, but for me, in a nutshell, just to keep it really simple, somebody that's on the battlefield with you, somebody that's hand in hand with you to get you through whatever the trenches is, whatever the war is, whatever the game is. That's what a leader is.
Right. So for you, you feel like it's somebody that's out there, that's in the field.
That's
in the field
with you.
Right.
But they're not too high to where they're like, man, you're not doing this, you didn't do this.
Right.
It's like, oh, let me show you how to do this.
Right.
Let me coach you up.
Right,
let me pat you on the back. Let me give you all the encouragement that you need.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But I'm leading by example.
Right.
I'm in there with you. I'm leading by example. I'm not just telling you
what to do.
Exactly.
I feel that. What about you? What you think? CJ winning?
Man, to be honest with you,
yeah,
I feel like the leader is the one who feel like a responsibility for everybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you have a macro view of everything, and then you can see what you need from each individual and how to bring that out of them to get the collective to the maximum. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you just it's just a person that's the macro, because anybody can feel the responsibility, but the true leader is the one who knows how to work everyone together to bring it together. You know what I mean?
You have
to actually like care about everybody under you, because like I think that's what get lost. Like everybody wants to be the boss because they think that you have the power and then you can dictate. Yeah. And then nobody wants to take orders from above because we don't have no respect for authority, because nobody want to work for nothing. Everybody want to be given everything. But a true leader has the most pressure, because you know it's on you and you're going to take responsibility for whatever results happen. You're not going to try to kick it off and try to chastise somebody or kick it off on them when you was the one who said let's execute it like this and I'm going to build you this way, and then if it fails, you're going to take the brunt of it. I might coach you in private, but in public, I'm taking the blame. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just think that's the true leader. Like you know what I mean? You don't throw your people under the bus if you the leader, right? You the one who take it. If you want to get some glory, or really the leader give a team the glory. To be real with you, he take the bullshit. He get a team the glory, and he know that's the leader. You know what I mean? Like and they was talking about, I saw a thing about wolves, right? And they always say the wolf at the head of the pack. That's like the number 2 dude. The true leader, the one who at the back, making sure everything going to, and making sure nobody's sneaking up from the blind side.
Yeah,
that's the leader right there. He's sitting out to the side looking at everything. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about it.
That's live. I like that. I like that. Like I said, I like hearing that. That's why when I was coming back to the H, I was like, man, I think this would be a good topic to talk about, because again, it's really no wrong thing to say. Right. I just like hearing other people's perspectives on what they think a good leader is. Right. Because you have some people that think this is a good leader. You have other people that think this is a good leader. So it's really, again, it's no right or wrong answer. I enjoy hearing what you guys had to say. And I feel like for me, I'm all, like, I'm bringing in some of the stuff you said, because I agree with both of y'all. Like, I feel like a leader is somebody that can do it and has shown themselves as being able to do it, but at the same time, and I'm learning this through what I'm going through right now as far as business is concerned, can step back though and get on the horse and delegate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta be able to do that.
Because you know what I mean? Like it's a lot of times that a leader is a doer, and that's cool.
Right.
But at certain times, I think it was because I love looking at conquer all that type of shit. So I think Alexander the Great, one of his trusted friends, told him like, you conquer the world from the back of your horse, but you can't run it from there.
That's
And it was like, that shit was hard. Like you conquered, like you were the doer, which got it done. But you're not gonna be able to maintain it from that post anymore.
You can't do it all yourself.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to be the motherfucker on the back of the horse anymore. And like that's a big part of what I'm learning right now with the business stuff. Like even with the acting stuff, it's like so I'm the one that got the patents. I'm the one that, but now it's starting to be like, you conquered, now who are these guys that can do this targeted shit for you?
But that's kind of goes into one of the conversations that we had, just being able to execute different things in different pieces of the business or whatever it is.
Right.
Yes, he was a conqueror on the back of the horse.
Right.
But I bet you that if somebody filled that position, if he had to fall back and now he had to run it,
right,
he can identify if that person on the back of the horse is the right person.
No. That's why it's important to be that person, especially in the beginning.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's, I have to be that person in the beginning because I know how it all runs.
Yeah.
Which means that no matter what's going on, this person over here is in logistics. It's like, no. That thing is only 30 inches. This should only be shipping for this through FedEx. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it 250,000 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why can't you get the box smaller? You know what I mean? Like knowing that it's a difference between if it's 30 inches versus 36 and that it's damn near a $20 or $10 fucking price. All that little shit.
Right.
But learning that as, you know what I'm saying, we go along. So yeah, I'm in total agreement with you as far as like being able to be a motherfucker that can do it. But I'm learning now, like, being able to do it, but then also know that time, how to, like, step in another role to be able to delegate. Because that's really one of the hardest things for a leader to do is delegate. Because you're so used to doing it.
You don't trust nobody to execute the way you're going to execute.
True. Ooh, but let me ask you this. As a leader or somebody that's maybe stepping into a new role when it comes to the business, and maybe you don't have to be that business, but let's just use it because you threw it out there.
Right.
What's your opinion on a leader that would lead by saying, no, get it done this way. I know it can happen. I know it needs to be done this way. As opposed to the leader that says, hey, when I was in this, I figured out this, and this, and you kind of coached them and schooled them a little bit. Like those are two different leadership styles.
No. It's the same.
Or is it not?
For me, it's the same. You know why? Just like what you were talking about, like knowing the way to deal with certain people. Right. That's the beautiful part of playing quarterback.
Yeah.
I had so many different fucking personalities.
You knew how
this motherfucker, you gotta challenge his manhood for him to play good. Mm-hmm. This person here, you gotta be like, my boy, you come on.
That's another.
You way better. So that's
a good aspect of a leadership,
bro. That's what
people talk about.
But that's why I was saying, like, from what both of y'all. That's why when both of y'all went first, it was like, because for me, it's always been like, I got people that I gotta mash the gas on their ass, or it ain't gonna get done.
It ain't happening.
My boy,
that's the way they respond now.
But that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I think that the gift as a leader is understanding how to be all of those people.
Absolutely.
Asshole to you, finesser to you. Because you got to make it all work.
And it's still a good harmony to where everybody can respect.
Exactly. That's why, like, when you see like great like coaches or even good quarterbacks, it's like the style. You know what gets him.
Yeah.
You know what gets him.
Right.
You know what gets the coach. Hey, come on, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
And come. Goddamn. All right, son. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know. Hey. Slap him on that. Come on.
Well, we're going for it.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
Come on. All right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like playing that position. It's like in life, my goal was to be a superhero. Like I didn't have any particular. It was like I want to be a superhero when I grew up. How's that gonna materialize? I don't know. But just in every part of my life, whatever the superhero was at that moment in high school and college, the quarterback was a superhero. That's what I was.
Yeah.
Coming out of there, what's a superhero? A fighter. Mm-hmm. That's a superhero. After that, what's a superhero? A fucking actor. A nigga that's acting. The fighter, football, all that shit, the athletic guy. That's
crazy. Like, me and you are so opposite.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Like, I always like was an anti-hero.
Right.
Like, I was do rooting for Darth Vader. And
well, no. I still like the people on. I didn't mean like a superhero in the sense of like always the good guy.
Right.
I just meant a person that had extraordinary abilities.
Right.
Quality, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whether that was a motherfucker that just could think better than everybody, think more on their feet than other people. Like college, bro, I graduated with a 3.2.
Right.
I ain't smelled no class.
Right.
And it wasn't just because of playing ball. It was just because I knew how to talk to professors. Like, hey, can I just take the final exam? And like just crazy shit that people wouldn't even believe. But you just, bro, literally, sometimes if you just ask and talk your way into some shit, it's so crazy that people go for it.
Yeah, they be like,
they go for it. Like,
people ain't used to have pressure applied to them, to be honest. Yeah. Like, people ain't just used to dealing with somebody who just gonna really.
It's right now.
Like,
it's right now.
Go. Are you gonna do it right now? Like, we were talking about earlier about doing a podcast.
Yeah, like, let's go.
Like, wait, you doing it right now?
Right.
Hey, I read a chapter in the book that was about that. Just ask the question. Like, you don't know. Like, what if they say no? Say yes or no. Like, why are you scared to ask?
Right. Because we know what's gonna happen if you don't. We know what's gonna happen if you don't ask. Nothing.
No, but bro, when you brought up the topic about leadership, what was crazy was I had just had a conversation with a close friend of mine, and I'm gonna try not to keep any names or be too descriptive about it because it's still kind of fresh. But
we don't want to make him look bad. You talking about he
look
bad?
Look bad, or just like
your friend,
close circle. No, it ain't gonna make him look bad. It's gonna make him look good. But we were just having a conversation about leadership, and one of the things that we both agree with and hit on is, you know, if you are quote unquote a leader, like you're the one that's leading a group of people, or you're in charge of whatever you're in charge of.
Yep.
Like for us, one of the things that we were talking about, like, bro, if you're a good leader, like your leadership ranking, if you will, that scale of how good of a leader you are, that 1 to 10, sometimes is dictated on who's behind you. Who are you bringing up behind you? Who are you coaching up? Right. Who are you? Who can step into the next role if you had to leave? Like that is a sign of a great leader.
Right.
And we were talking about that just simply because his leadership that he came from under didn't give, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, didn't give him the respect or the endorsement the way that it should have. And for me, it's like, bro, like that's only going to make you look good. Like, yo, he was under me. I coached him. Now look what that person is doing now.
Yeah.
Like that's a good leader. That's like, oh shit, I want to be the next apprentice under you because if I could do that, that could be my lifestyle as opposed to no, stay here. You're not going to continue to grow. You not, you know what I mean? Like this, there's a saying like, you know, there's two ways to build the biggest building in the town. A, build the biggest building in the town, or B, tear down
everybody else building
until yours is the tallest.
Right.
And in my opinion, you got to build that instead of knocking other people down. Some leaders,
I think
will knock people down.
He sounds like more of a competitor to me. That's why
absolutely.
I like. You know what I'm saying? That's why 100%. I like.
100%.
You know, you have to know who people are. You know what I'm saying? Like this person may have been a competitor masquerading as a leader. You see what I'm saying? He may have been in a leadership position, but he was a competitor that was in a leadership position.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
So, because
1,000%.
Because that's what he saw more of the competition
1,000%
than he did what it would mean if this person that basically he appointed came and did an exceptional job, because that just makes him look even better as a leader.
The question I would have for you is, was he ever a leader?
That's why I said he was a competitor put in a leadership position. See, it's a difference between a leader and a person put in a leadership position.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, with the dogs. So we've talked about it before. So we have dogs that do bite work, like protection work. You can have a dog and you can say that this dog is a protection dog. Anybody can say that. Somebody can have a dog that they've just seen bark at somebody and say, yeah, this is a protection dog.
He'll protect his house.
He'll protect his house. Yeah. And then somebody walk in there and walk this mother dog, make him a sandwich and everything else. You know, help him drag the TV out the crib.
Yeah.
But, you know, so that is something that this person has anointed this dog a protection dog when it's not really a protection dog because it hasn't exhibited the qualities and done the work to be considered a potential dog. So, I mean, you have that left and right. You have people that are something else. In this case, this guy was a competitor type person, like somebody that it hurts him for somebody's shit to look good or to look, not understanding that if this person is under you, it's like if you got a bad bitch, like that's a testament to you for real.
Right.
Like, cause she fucking with you. Like, there's no need to compete with that. Right. Your bitch is bad. Niggas looking at you like,
look,
they may still look at her. Niggas
female what's your name?
Right.
Like CJ, you got a bad bitch.
Right.
But you know what you were talking about earlier about
respect.
The leader who can make other leaders.
Yeah.
I was listening to one podcast. It's a guy named Patrick Bet-David. I've been watching him for a long time. He's like an insurance agent.
Okay.
But he got a channel called Valuetainment. And he done interviewed like Kobe Bryant and everybody.
Okay.
On there, right?
Valuetainment.
Yeah, but I watched him but he talked about business and stuff like that, right? Uh-huh. So he was talking about he's talking about how Bill Belichick, right, is considered like the greatest football coach, right? Because he got the most rings and all of that, right?
Yeah.
But he was talking about how many coaches has he produced from his tree that are champions, right?
Yeah.
And so then he was talking about Bill Walsh, who used to coach for the San Francisco 49ers. Like his tree crazy. His tree is like 3 generations deep now with rings. You know what I mean? And like Andy Reid is one of his disciples. He just got a ring. You know what I mean? So he was talking about, which one would you think is the better leader? The guy who can create multiple champions with his teachings, or the one who's a multiple champion himself?
Right.
And that to me was what you were talking about, a competitor.
Yeah.
Like to me, Bill Belichick is a competitor.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah,
so he'll know how to put your systems together for him to work all of y'all. Right. He's not gonna give you the secret sauce so you can go off later and do it yourself.
But I'm not gonna lie, I think he does give away the secret sauce. And I mean, I don't think, and this is the reason I say that, because I honestly don't think there is a secret sauce. I think that he's just got a level of consistency and a way of thinking about this shit that most people are not. A lot of people.
That's the secret sauce.
But I'm saying, because I just said it, and it's not a secret.
But true.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
We live in Texas, where
I'm saying he don't look. I don't think he looks at any analytics that other people don't see and comes up with. I think he's doing.
He just dialing the fundamentals like so.
Bro, I think he's doing
stuff in life is a secret sauce. But somebody just executed better than anybody else.
But I'm saying that the shit is hiding in plain sight. It
always is.
But it's not. But listen, if my grandma knows how to make a particular spaghetti sauce, that's a secret sauce. Because you don't know how much it is and how much it is. I'm saying I think this motherfucker's doing basic shit, but it's just so against the grain of what the league naturally is. I mean, let's be real, bro. Like, think about the way everybody else is star-driven. Right? And I'm learning this difference again as we come up with the business shit. It's great to have a product that's doing amazing. Right? Or have a great run with this product. But you can also have a good run with the product over an extended period of time.
Right.
And if you have enough of those products that can do that, it usurps the one product that was amazing. Right. And I feel like that's what he's tapped into. You got the star-driven league, which is NBA, and if all that shit star-driven, right?
He's San Antonio Spurs. And
he's been able to like say, this shit's still star-driven, but the way they do that shit and the way he make motherfuckers feel is the same way like when my little girl was talking to them people like, listen, it don't have to be you that produced this shit. These motherfuckers can produce it. And just by you knowing that makes you approach the shit differently. Like people don't really get too out of bounds in New England. I got homeboys that went to New England and it was like, that shit different there, son.
Yeah, it's like a different ecosystem that they got there.
But it's because
I feel that's somewhat of the secret sauce. It's in plain sight. Any organization can do that.
But it's not. But that makes it not a secret.
But you know why?
That's what I'm saying.
He's doing shit. It's just like what we talked about before. When I was talking about the college shit. I would literally walk up to professors and be like, listen, what do I need to do so that I ain't got to come to this motherfucker every day? Excuse me, what do you say? I love you, miss, whatever. That's when you get the shoulder touch on. But I'm just, like what I got. I don't know, Sean. We got to see what that first grading period look. Look. If the first test go good and you don't really see me like that, well, then we can see what the second one looks like, and that's how it would go, right. And it would slowly transition from I'm here to presto changeo, I'm not here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm saying that I really think that he's just doing the shit that's in plain sight. Like he's saying that, you know how people be like, man, it's the team over everything. Like they say that, but in actuality, we know that shit ain't. Right. It's the star. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're saying it's a secret.
It's not a secret.
Exactly. I agree with that.
You know why it is a secret? Because it's him. Like he really like that. Like people like
that.
Like Bill O'Brien tried to replicate that in Houston. But he not built like that. He's not like that.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but like the secret is him though.
That's
like
no
it's
secret.
not a secret. But he's actually like playing like.
But you saying the secret sauce? But he's executing it right in front of your face.
It's a secret, but it's not a secret.
He's like a pit master, bro. He's like a pit master. He's like a pit master. Was it pit master, pit boss, whatever the fuck?
I'll watch it.
You understand? That motherfucker be like, I can show you the temperature I cook this motherfucker at. I can show you the choicest cuts of meat that I choose, the rub, all that shit. Yep. But your shit ain't gonna come out like
that. It never will. Right. Ever.
And I feel like that's what's going on.
It's exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So is it a secret? I mean, it's a secret.
No. It's in the execution.
But it's his sauce.
It's in the execution.
Is that a good leader though? If you got
back to that point,
if your leadership. If your ability to create others under you to help everybody win, right?
Yeah.
If you can't transfer it to nobody else, and you have to be the one involved for things to operate at a high level, then.
Well, no. You saying as a pit boss a good leader?
No. I'm still talking about like in comparison to Belichick or Walsh.
Of course, yeah, they're awesome leaders because I feel like they didn't. It's nothing they hid. They just did what was unconventional. Like most people want to say that it's some team shit. But it's really not. Like you got your stars, you got your.
They treated differently.
You get us, and it is gonna always be like that to a certain degree. Because if you play the sport and you've been decent at it, like you're gonna experience that. I've experienced it before, and I've also seen where I wasn't the guy, where somebody else experienced it, and in my brain it was like, nigga, I'm gonna do everything I can do to be the guy, so that I get that. Because when you got that treatment,
it's good.
It's a good thing now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, guys who missed class, and you just walk off knowing you ain't been to no class, but I'm not running. Right. I run on Saturdays. Like I'm not running. But that's the thing. So it's like I think that shit is exceptional because he's just doing the plain shit that nobody wants to do. Everybody wants to say that they're going to do it.
But the leader's the one who's willing to do something that everybody willing to do.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what makes willing to do what everybody else not willing to do. At all times.
Exactly.
At all times.
Exactly.
True.
Because that's what I've noticed that and I got to keep going back to myself because I'm growing as a leader myself while we even doing this shit. Yeah. Like, so I'm able to see like what is responded to, like if I do it this way, how it's responded, all that type shit. So it is like that Bill Belichick shit, bro. Like that shit is transferable. Like he may be one of the best leaders and the best orchestrators of talent that we've seen. Maybe I know since we've been alive, bro.
Let me ask CJ this then, maybe, because I'm trying to see if we're putting them in the right buckets, if you will. Just like you saying that example I gave, he was a competitor, right, in a leadership position, right. Off of your example between Walsh and Belichick, would you say Belichick is a good leader or just a good coach, just a good operator, just a good, like
I would say overall, like,
can we give him the stamp of he's a great leader if he's not elevated in his example?
But how's he did say he was elevated. Look at his tree. No, Walsh's tree is way better than
Walsh's tree. I'm saying Walsh's tree got the best.
Hold on, time out.
I don't know.
Time out. For what's going on, bro, you gotta understand. Walsh was back then, so all his people.
Champions right now.
But listen though, all his guys have had the time to become these people.
So you
gotta understand,
because of time.
Yeah,
like they got plenty of people who failed. But Bill O'Brien, he got the one from Detroit. He got Josh McDaniels.
But guess what though?
Multiple.
But you got those people though.
Yeah, but Bill Walsh tree. Just real.
Who's Bill Walsh tree?
I can.
You just said Andy Reid. Andy Reid got more. Listen though. Andy Reid just won the Super Bowl.
Okay, but look,
Bill Walsh was in the fucking 80s.
Okay, but I'm gonna be real with you. Okay. Bill Walsh, they did a calculation. I'm gonna pull it up. Off his tree, they got like double-digit Super Bowls over the last 30 years. Like half the Super Bowls ever been won.
But you just said 30 years.
Okay, but Bill Belichick beat it for 20. He's not new. Bill Belichick has been coaching for 30 years. He's been head coach in New England for 20.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that, are you gonna say that we're gonna not add 10 years on this shit and say you can have two of his coaches?
He can have 2 or 3 people. No, he can have 20 years. He's not gonna catch Wall Street because Wall Street's still producing.
Pull that shit up.
I want to see that up.
Pull it up.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say Belichick.
Hold on. But you know what I think?
You know
what I think we're doing? Honestly, because we getting hyped.
Hell yeah.
I think no. I think we not answering the question. I think that both of them are great leaders.
Right.
I think that's because to be honest, it wasn't me compare. I didn't never want to really compare the two. I'm just saying I think a good leader is somebody that does something for the betterment of whatever the overall mission is, and from that, other people learn and can go execute the shit too.
But what happens if other people can't learn and execute because your leadership style didn't allow that to happen? That's my question.
But these guys have been able to go. You talking about with Belichick? Who you talking about?
Yeah, Belichick. If let's just say,
bro, you gotta think about how good Vrabel is doing right now. It's a lot of things
like Wall Street kind of crazy, bro. So
I believe it, dog. You gotta understand, bro. Like that's 30 years, and then at the same time, he did
that is a lot of time.
But listen, but then he also did something that the league went to now. Like that particular offense that they had was revolutionary at the time. And that's what the entire league went to throwing the ball more because fans enjoyed it more and the game it grew. So I'm saying like for him, he's going to have a good amount of people. When I'm talking about like an organization being run and like the way shit go, like when you look at what Bill Belichick is doing, bro, like people may not lie. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about as
I'm
like
the nigga that you about to say.
The
like,
CEO,
don't like
Belichick,
or that's me. I'm a Raider fan.
Well, no,
so I still can't. I don't. I hear the Patriots. I'm like, man.
But see, I don't really I don't give a fuck about the team. I'm talking about like the way.
I understand that.
If it was a business,
that's why I gotta go with it.
If it was a business, that shit'll be Walmart. And you got a lot of motherfuckers that or Amazon. Just say it'll be Amazon. And you got some motherfuckers that can't stand Amazon. They don't like the business model, but it's hard to deny what the fuck is taking place because when you
deny what
them trucks is zooming up and down, them little Matt Gray trucks is they up and down the street, bro. That little smiley face,
everybody.
So it's hard to argue that business model. What you got?
Oh no, nothing.
Okay,
I'm just saying nothing. We good.
I think
Bill Belichick.
Hey, this motherfucker looked at it. He said,
I'm just saying. What y'all talking? Now, for real talk, I'm gonna be real talk. Like it's really a wash. What I was saying was just true. Right. But if you're making that point, cool. Right. But I'm just saying it's not gonna be duplicable. I'm saying Bill Walsh's legacy is gonna live on as far as what can't be felt. Bill Belichick name gonna be in history books. Right. Bill Walsh gonna have 4th, 5th generation coaches because he give you the concepts to maybe create your own styles.
See, I think
it's gonna take time. I think there's different types of leaders. Right. And I think you can't discount a coach, a boss, whatever.
I would rather be a Bill Walsh type because like you talking about Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos only owned 11% of Amazon, but he the richest man in the world because he put the other people in place and to create winners who could think like him. So I want to be like that. Like that's a Bill Walsh type. Right. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk probably more like a Belichick type because he's such a genius.
But see, you
know what I'm saying? He can create everything in the system himself. But ain't nobody else gonna come in and beat Elon Musk and run his shit.
But that's what you gotta understand though. It also depends on what you're doing.
Right.
Jeff Bezos with Amazon, there's nothing different. Like, he didn't create a product that didn't exist. Mm-hmm. So his leadership...
He created a system, though.
Exactly.
Right.
So his leadership is going to be slightly different because it's gonna be very.
But that's Bill Walsh though. Bill Walsh created the system.
No. I get you there, but it is very dependent on the people that come in and help him with what's going on.
But if you know how to build, your people, then you can duplicate yourself.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
That's what the great leader have to do.
No, but you saying build your people but then you taking human element out of it because these coaches are still competing with other coaches.
Right.
That's not a product.
Okay, but
you get what I'm saying?
But I'm talking about in the framework of if I'm building a business, I want as many people who are as high level. I want people who are even smarter than me under me. But then whatever I get them, I know I can. It's like having 3, 4, 5 of me out there working just the same way I'm going.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That don't happen like that though.
If companies he does.
No. What happens is that he gets a bunch of key people to fill in those roles. It's never just I gave this nigga the Jeff Bezos sauce and he goes out and he can be Jeff Bezos.
I'm saying he builds them just like I said in my earlier example. You build your people for their strengths. You identify and then you put them out there.
Bring them back.
And it is automation. So what I'm doing, instead of me being involved in every single process, all I'm doing is driving the whole boat and making sure everybody captaining it right.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You think about somebody like, let's throw like a Wes Welker out there. I don't know. Y'all remember Wes Welker?
Yeah,
okay.
Little slot there.
Miami, he's nothing. Mm-hmm. New England, he's something. Julian Edelman, if he's somewhere else. I'm not saying he's nothing. New England, though, he's something. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it may not have been the ecosystem for a bunch of coaches to come out of there and have success. But what I'm saying is that from what he's got, he can take it and put that shit in position to be successful. I think that he's done that better with players.
He had Tom Brady.
Listen. But bro, no. But listen, hold on, listen. But you saying Tom Brady though, but they had, what was his name? Matt Castle came in and went 11-5.
He didn't go to the playoffs though.
But he went, 11-5?
He didn't go to the playoffs.
But listen though, 11-5 though.
He didn't go to the playoffs though.
But 11-5.
He didn't even win the division.
But listen though, 11-5 was somebody who didn't start in college.
Facts.
No, I don't think you understand.
But he didn't go to
no.
What does it matter?
But
the results, he did not even go to the playoffs.
Bro, you know how hard it is to win in the NFL?
It is hard.
No. Do you know how any nigga out there that play football?
Hey, but Matt Castle ain't doing nothing else, right?
But what that's even more of the point that I'm making.
Right, okay, but Tom Brady, he ain't done nothing without Tom Brady yet. Tom Brady just left. So it's yet to be proven whether that system is something like that.
Bro, but Tom Brady got
you got 1 year.
What was he in the 6th round?
Nah, he wasn't even.
But it's time. So
he was missing. What they call him, Missy Rose?
So
no, all I'm
he
saying.
still made himself.
But
what? Tom Brady's still doing his thing.
Bro, no. Listen. You make yourself off. Football is a sport where the opportunity has to present itself.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that, do you know when these guys are all getting paid, the fact that they still had a dude that was that low on the totem pole still on the roster to even get an opportunity. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. Like, you got some teams that would have snipped him already.
Okay, but
listen.
When he came in,
they had Michael Bishop
with that over him, right? But when he came in, didn't he have to display something on himself already? Bro, when he first came in, like,
my guys that's in the league now.
Got something. Belichick could even.
My guys that's in the league now, and even the ones that have been in the league. Sometimes what you got, it don't mean shit when it come down to how that roster set up.
It's
who coach like this.
When he got his opportunity, he had the season.
But let me go to the example I was about to go to real quick. I was about to say, would you qualify, God rest his soul, Steve Jobs, the head of Apple, as a good leader? Because on paper, we heard he wasn't the best leader. He treats people horrible. Right. But think about what the company has done since he's no longer in charge.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying for him earlier. You have certain style leaders for whatever's being done. He was the type of guy. He was out.
Charity.
He was out. He came back. Right? He had a slightly different outlook when he came back, but it was more like this how we rocking.
To me, Steve Jobs, his style. I'm saying Steve Jobs like a Belichick though. Steve Jobs like a Belichick though.
Mm-hmm. But so would you?
Okay, but that to me is not good because Apple stock is still not to where it was when Steve Jobs was running it.
That's the point
I'm making with you. It wasn't shit. When he left, it wasn't shit. When he came back, it blew back up. When he left, when he died, it went back down.
So what would you say, even though the stock's up, down, whatever, if you had to say a phone, a computer, a tablet, what you think people fucking with?
iPhone.
And
only simply because, in my opinion,
listen, I'm just a results guy.
Only reason is because we have been programmed.
Don't show me no motherfucker.
I got a Jordan and an iPhone.
Okay.
And you know what's crazy though? This is my first iPhone. The iPhone, all it's doing is copying the Droid. Then it got rid of the button. The functionality is much better. iPhone strictly going to hype a name right now. Strictly hype a name. Strictly hype a name. For the Steve Jobs,
bro.
And as further we get away from that, it's going away.
Hold on. So you think that people are fucking with this shit less?
I feel like people are starting to see like.
Let me say why I think so. I believe,
bro,
when iPhone came out. Hold on. Okay. Steve Jobs was running it.
Right.
We had to get the iPhone.
But you talk now. I'm talking about. Remember, he was there, left.
It went down.
Came back.
I'm talking about when he came back.
Okay, so you talking about when he came back? Okay, let's go.
We invented Apple to what we know it to be today.
As a cultural movement. Keep going. I'm sorry.
iPhone came out. Everybody had to get iPhone. Everybody jumped on AT&T because they was the only ones that had it back.
Right. Been with AT&T
up
since
until
high school.
Up until
they service trash. Verizon is way better than AT&T. Verizon way better.
Bro, I could be butt naked in Cambodia in a hut, and I'm getting you. Hit my motherfucking line, nigga. I don't give a fuck what I'm ass naked Cambodian breast milk. What Chappelle say? I'm drinking it. What you say, my boy? Nigga in the middle of Sunnyside, let me know what's going down in the hood. You hear me?
Yo, the point I was making was the iPhone up until you passed away was the phone. You had to have a phone. It was the latest and greatest technology because Steve Jobs was the one behind the phone. Got to do this. We got to be more innovative. We got to do all this. That's what the iPhone was. Now,
hold on. Would you say he's the only one that put that type of thought process into the phone being so much a part of a person's social experience? Would you say that?
Yes, I feel like that's what he's the innovator.
Absolutely, that's why he was great. That's why Apple is where they are today. Okay. Now, people like myself that's had the iPhone since iPhone 2 or 3, whenever I came in, I'm stuck on Apple. I got the MacBook at home. I got the iPad. I got the iPhone. I got I'm in there. Now he got the Apple in the bag. I know where to go to. Yeah. Give me any iPhone from 1 to 12. I know how to operate it and how to move it.
Right.
Which is why I still have it.
With this thing, I don't know what.
Now, with that being said, since his departure, whatever iPhone when he passed away from whatever that was to now the 12 coming out, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, if I wasn't so attached in my life with Apple products, iPad, Apple, my phone, I would go to Droid because I feel like they are more innovative and have created newer product lines.
Why won't you?
Because I'm in iPhone.
Hold on. I'm in the Matrix. But let's go back to what he was saying. Because remember how he was saying he likes Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah.
That's why Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs are similar. Because what they've been able to do is they've been able to indoctrinate or ingrain
100%.
their shit into the culture
100%.
to where it supersedes even what this isn't a phone.
Right.
This is a status symbol. Right. Not saying that you better than niggas, but you know what I'm talking about. Right. You know what it is when you flip that shit up and the Apple is there. You know what it is when you it's different. So
it's different, but
listen. It's the same thing with Amazon. Amazon has become such a big part of life and of culture that when you see a box you'll say it's starting to get to the point now when somebody orders something, even if it wasn't from Amazon, you almost start saying from Amazon. Right. Just like when somebody's got a red soda, even if that shit got Shasta on the side, you like, hey, throw me the Coke. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Even though you say with the stuff with Jeff Bezos, since he's been able to create a team, you got to understand, Steve Jobs didn't know how to program. He didn't know how to do a lot of that shit. So for the stuff to be at the level that it's at, he had to do a good job of facilitating and getting the people in place to produce this shit.
Look, if you read some of the books about Steve Jobs, he was such an innovator. He knew what he needed. He knew, like, if his team came with the latest and greatest and it was hot.
Right.
Brought it to him. Be like, this ain't it.
Right.
Scrap it.
Right.
We need to add this. We need to put this in there.
Right.
And it never came. We didn't see the light of day because he pushed his people even harder than anybody else. I mean, I don't think anybody could replicate the way that
exactly
he was.
Jeff Bezos does that too. Listen. Hold on. When you what?
I haven't heard a story where he was like Jobs.
Bro, when you leave
with a parallel like Steve Jobs.
Listen, you talking about a room with a team full of people. What I'm saying is that you got quiet assassins and then you got loud assassins. Yeah. That motherfucker Jeff Bezos is a quiet assassin. What he's been able to do, eating up the. Let me tell you how smooth this motherfucker finessed the game. They were fulfilling Toys R Us's toy demand or whatever, like online, like when people started first buying toys online. So Toys R Us was okay, like fulfill that shit. Yeah. And what happened is motherfuckers got used to fucking buying shit online. So then what happens? All of the fucking Toys R Us's around the country closed down. The only way they reopen now is because they got like a little experience you go in when you go into them motherfuckers. 100%. So that may not
execution is the same, but
no. But
how he does it is not the same.
But listen, if the result is the same, then bro, that's like saying this player talks shit, this player doesn't, but they both score 40 points and stick the dagger in your heart at the end of the game.
It's differences.
It's different. Because then you get to who do I really want on my team? Who's really gonna be the cancer in the locker room? Come on. What if
neither one of them are cancer?
I know, but Lito also went the other way too. Like if you somebody who talks shit, they always. I hate the Jordan LeBron. I hate doing that shit, bro. I hate the Jordan LeBron debate.
I don't think one of those is cancer.
I like, but that's what I'm saying. But they got different leadership styles. Jordan is known to get dead on your ass. LeBron is known to maybe get on you, but lift you a little bit more. But they both are able to get it done. So all I'm saying is that it may have different forms, but if the result is the same, to me, they're more similar than different. Like Jeff Bezos may not openly say, "I'm trying to dominate and take over every motherfucking e-commerce."
Let me tell you why they exit like their results. Like you said, results matter, right? Like you said, results matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we getting caught up in is like a results thing, right? Like
we getting caught up in the stuff.
Because like just straight up off results, like Apple isn't what it was. They just like we can say culturally it's ingrained or whatever. It's just not what it was since he's gone. It's just not like just in the numbers or whatever. It's stock evaluations, whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about none of them numbers. You know how I know that it's made an imprint on everything? These little fucking kids ain't talking about no other motherfucking electronics than Apple. My kids ain't talking about.
I don't know. I mean, I ain't getting all that.
Bro,
no. Straight up,
that's
not true.
But that's how you know. But that's how you know, bro. That's how you know that you making an impact. What you do is you go to any culture and you look at the.
But it wanes though. It wanes though. You can have a peak of power. And your empire
falls. Bro, my
baby's
right now.
All empires fall.
My baby's right now is talking about iPhones and iPads. They not talking about shit else.
Hey, look, my son can work the Droid. He can work the iPhone. To him, he just say, "What a black phone." He said, "Give me the black phone. Give me the white phone."
But
he know how to work the Droid better. So he said, "Give me the black phone."
That's how you die too,
right?
Because you don't innovate,
right?
You know, obviously,
that's why I think they not no more
because they did so much so quick that they cornered the market.
They lost that though. They lost the mind that drove it because he didn't leave the concepts in place to keep it going.
I'm agreeing with you. I think they're not going to sustain where they once were 20 years ago.
Nobody sustains where they always were.
But you
Amazon will.
Nobody sustains where they are.
Amazon will.
They won't innovate.
Amazon will.
They always innovate.
Hold on. Time out. No. The reason that you may see they may stay on top as far as the culture is concerned, but if you go to the numbers like we talking about, you got to understand how many people are shifting now to an e-commerce platform. You got Walmart.
They building it.
Who's doing all that?
They're supplying everything under. They're supplying everything under.
Not everybody.
Amazon got most security.
Let me tell you why. The dude that created diapers.com, right? He ended up selling the company. I think he sold it to Amazon, right? He went and directly worked for Walmart's e-commerce system, okay? Because for him, he said he didn't like the way Amazon did their purchase, their vision for diapers.com when they purchased it from him. So now he went to work with Walmart.com to try to get them to eat and nibble up a little bit of the market share, right? Because they understand what a behemoth that fucking Amazon is. Just like Apple was a behemoth and people were like, well, we got to be able to do so. So my thing is that
I'm gonna tell you right now, Walmart dead. This is a dead man walking.
But let me just
what
Walmart is a dead company walking. They on life support. They're in the ICU. But 20 years from now, Walmart will not be what it is. Amazon is already too far ahead as far as infrastructure, what they have in place. Like, they can threaten to knock off the U.S. Postal Service. Because, bro, do you know Jeff Bezos can get to any industry?
Listen.
Become number one.
Listen, I understand, because to be honest with you, what makes the bulk of their stuff is having people's stuff on the servers. That's really what it's about. So their shit is their shit is information. But at the same time, I feel like everybody rises to fall. Everybody.
Of course.
I agree.
Everybody.
But the rain depends on how you set your system up, though.
It does. But everybody rises to fall.
But to your point with that example that you just gave.
Which one?
About Amazon and the diapers.com and all of that.
Yeah.
He went over there.
But he said he wasn't satisfied when he sold it to him.
In my opinion, what I think that Amazon does a great job with is, one, they know, or they're not afraid to find out what their weak points are. And when the time is right, they will tweak that to get it better to where no one else can compete.
I give you that.
And that's why I feel like they're going to.
They have excellent customer service, but it always rises to fall.
Oh yeah, for sure.
True.
It's going to rise.
So
all I'm saying is that just like San Francisco.
Go ahead. I'm not emotional if it falls or not. My point is, are you going to innovate
and keep it going?
Matter of fact, this.
But what I'm saying, I think Apple's innovation was the fact that instead of thinking about purely this screen is this many pixels, I think they did a great job of getting into the culture. Nobody else was trying to find a way into the culture. Them niggas figured a way to make themselves a part of your life. Versus just, see, bro, you remember when niggas was young, the phones was bigger and shit. Like, the phone was a phone, but that shit wasn't like a part of you.
Yeah. But you can't.
Apple, listen. Apple was the first company to make it to where these electronics were like a part of you. When they came out with that fucking, what's the music shit?
iTunes.
No. The
Napster?
No, the fucking,
AirPods.
What's the fuck?
AirPods?
Bro, no. It came out, this is why the iPhone looks like this.
Oh, the iPod.
Yeah. When they came out with the iPod, when everybody else had like the MP4s and shit, bro, that in itself, 1,000 songs in your pocket. That's innovative than a motherfucker.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying. All I'm saying is that
you said they were so joined in
because they came so. It isn't that they were trying to get into the culture. I mean, they were trying to get into the culture. Yes,
they in there.
The reason they
infiltrated the culture
is because there was nobody doing it how they did it. They were so innovative. You had to have the latest and the greatest,
bro.
You wanted your Facebook on your phone.
Can I say what?
I could have been on my Trio. I could have been on the BlackBerry.
Can I tell you why?
iPhone to be on.
But can I tell you what? Can I tell you why? What really did it? Do you remember those spots where they used to have a silhouette of people and just the white earphones?
Yeah.
Where people they were a part of your, like, that's when they like that was with the iPod and shit.
Because you had like 1,000 songs at your disposal, but nobody else had it the way.
But it wasn't that. It's the fact that they didn't show the technology on the commercial. They showed the motherfuckers dancing and having a good time.
Well, listen,
that's why.
But listen,
but
what I'm saying is that was a great job of being able to get it. You understand that the songs are the songs, the music is the music. What we're wanting to show is the lifestyle and how much fun you're having with this Apple product.
I agree, and that's why so many people still have Apple. All I'm saying is we don't have Apple anymore because of when we first came to Apple.
But what you want to do?
But listen, when you had a Trio, when you had the BlackBerry,
right?
You ran the iPhone because they had stuff that BlackBerry couldn't have. You had to run to it.
Okay, so what do other people?
It was there.
So let me ask you. So what do
they had stuff nobody else had?
Right. Okay.
So that's normalized, right?
Right.
So now it comes down to products.
Right.
Okay. Now you're not innovating in your product. Everybody now it's normalized that my phone is a part of my life.
So let me ask.
You know why you have it now?
So now
because it's
I want the best phone.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. Because iPhone is so ingrained in the culture. If they just say the next one they come out with, because what the fuck is, the
12 came out. That's the 11.
God damn, the 12 came out.
They just showed it yesterday.
Motherfucker. It's out.
They showed a picture.
I don't even really, I'm gassing it. I don't really get the phones like that.
Me
I just
either.
got this one because it had 3 cameras and I thought the quality was going to be
too.
good. But
look at it.
But in all honesty, I mean, it's like, but say for instance, because I feel like, this is just me, I feel like they so ingrained in the culture that even if somebody comes out with better technology, if they then come out with technology that's similar, then they, or say for instance, they come out with technology the next go around that's better, they will be leaps and bounds ahead of whatever that company was that did that innovative shit before. Because for them, it's gonna be looked at as just specs on the fucking screen or on a piece of paper. Or it's got this size screen, this, but it's not gonna have the same cultural impact as an iPhone. That's just me saying.
You're making the same point I'm making because I'm agreeing with that. My thing is,
but I'm saying they already got the people. All they have to do, bro. You got to think about it.
Exactly what I'm saying.
But you're reading what I'm saying. I feel like it's difficult, especially in the products game, to always innovate and always be the leader in innovation. I just think
real talk.
I think that's
right here that Android is the market leader.
Okay,
they own over 51% of market share.
Okay,
and it's jumped from.
And what?
They jumped from
for what?
Just all phones. Period.
All what?
All smartphones.
All smart, but all electronic devices though. Because you got to understand, Apple started off as a computer. Okay.
The sale of the smartphones on the Droid.
That's one phone.
Okay, jumped from 139 million devices in 2008 to 1.56 billion in 2018. Okay. So we talking.
That's just the phone.
Okay,
I'm talking about.
Okay, all I'm saying is that they're losing significant market share
on
to
the phone?
superior products.
On the phone?
We just said that the phone is the most integral part. Like, yeah, you can have an iPad, you can have this, but
I'm talking about the.
It's just always.
But the whole Apple my nigga, I'm talking about the whole Apple experience.
I thought we was talking about the phone.
That's what we were talking about as far as like the technology and innovation. But what I was saying is that Apple did a good job of ingraining themselves into the culture to where I don't give a fuck what it is. Whether you talking about the flipping the laptop up, whether you talking about the music, no matter. Because when I was talking about the shit just a while ago, it was about the iPod and how they became a part of the culture. We're showing the experience.
Okay, they shipping out over 100 million more products overall than Apple. Samsung, because Samsung is who has Droid. They're shipping over 100 million more products.
Hold on, products? What you mean products?
All smartphones, whatever.
Yeah, smartphones. But is TVs in there?
Man, you can talk about TVs or whatever.
Apple don't got no TV.
But I agree. I know.
I like this, dog. I like this.
I know what you're saying
because we having a discussion about like what's in the culture versus the numbers.
Right.
And it's kind of hard for me to argue with you about the numbers. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Numbers gonna be numbers.
The numbers is really just.
But my whole point of all of this is what I'm saying is when I say it about Steve Jobs and when he departed and how things change is we've become so accustomed to the Apple product.
Right.
Whatever that device is.
Right.
Call it the phone, call it the Apple TV, call it the
Ain't no damn Apple TV.
They do have an Apple TV.
It's one that's just a pure, like it's got Apple on there.
Yeah, right.
I've never seen it.
It ain't really.
It's not a television like a Samsung.
It's like a service type thing.
It's a service, like a device, a box.
That's different.
Yeah, like an Apple.
I'm talking about the TV.
That's their name is the Apple TV.
Yeah. But I got Apple TV.
Regardless of all of that,
yeah.
My point is, when you become so ingrained into using something, no matter what that is, for you to switch it over, just for the sake of switching over, is like, no, like you have to pry me away. Like, Apple is in your life. I'm not going to all of a sudden start eating with my left hand just because somebody said eating with your left hand is better health. Like,
but what if your right hand gets so mangled? And it's like trash. It's like you've been using this right hand so long, it's all broken up. I'm not like, damn, my left hand got left this.
If Apple goes down, that's because another competitor went leaps and bounds. Like Samsung, numbers are getting up. Right. Can't argue the numbers. Right. They're getting higher and higher because
fuck that
because
nigga.
Apple's not doing what they once did. But I gotta agree, like, bro.
Hey, I just know that it's hard to be an innovator all the time. You gotta understand. It's like the backup quarterback. 100%. It's easy for the backup quarterback to get in there and be decent because ain't nobody looking at him all the time. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So again,
but how many people in business, whether it's a company, a team, or whatever, you're riding off of what worked yesterday.
Exactly.
Like, you have to always...
The leader has to be a risk taker, too. The leader has to be a risk taker and an innovator.
Listen. I will say this. I don't know a shitload about technology, period. But when I went in there, they were running down whatever specs this motherfucker had. And I can't tell you all that it did have. So whatever, when did this shit come out? Like 10 months ago? Yeah, that's when. So I got it when it first came out. Yeah. And the only reason I did is because, like I say, the cameras, the quality, blah 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 blah. But what they were just running down the specs of what it had. Now all the phones were there. All the phones were there. What I'm saying is that you got the Apple Store. Like it's just, bro, they've done a great job of 100%. But listen, of creating an ecosystem to where even if you're not a technology person, you trapped. But no, it's not,
you know what they started
it's not just about being trapped.
They started to make that shit compatible though.
That shit trapped.
They starting to make that shit compatible with the other side, like they doing.
Yes, they make it so hard
because they can't hold that no more. They can't hold that ecosystem. They have to start breaking bread with the other side.
I'm talking about the ecosystem of making somebody feel like it don't matter if you know about technology.
No, but I'm saying though, like with Steve Jobs, because you know how you saying it's so ingrained in your life. You know how he did that, right? He made it to where if you were on Apple, you had to do everything Apple.
Right.
But that's how I've been like, oh, I got the iPhone, I got to this, I got to that. But now what they're having to do, because they're losing so much market share, they're starting to have to share. Like I got Apple and iTunes and stuff on my drawers.
But see, but the thing is,
Steve Jobs is alive.
Hold on. You got what on there?
I got Apple Music.
But why you got Apple Music on there?
Because they threw it in with my Verizon package. They just gave it to you for free.
But why?
Pay for it. Because they trying to get their services.
That's my point. It's ingrained in your lifestyle.
But all I'm saying is that they've gone from it just being bro, you got the services, you got the TV. It's just, bro, it's just, you know, like we can get deep into the shit, bro. Yeah. So all I'm saying is that the way they've maneuvered this shit and taking it just from like you feeling like it's just an electronic to like this is a lifestyle, whether it's Apple TV, whether it's the fucking Apple Store, whether it was it don't matter, bro. They just did iTunes. They just did a great job of being able to infiltrate lifestyle. Agreed. That's all I'm saying. So I think that the innovations may not only be on the hard devices. The innovation may be in, hey, we need to now expand iTunes. Because it don't do nothing but help fucking Apple for iTunes to be on your shit too.
Right.
Because it's still their service. So all I'm saying is that, because you still pay for iTunes, correct?
No.
But it's included in your service?
It's included.
So then Verizon, so somebody paid for it.
Right.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But what happened is Verizon knew that was a nice little gold nugget to say, hey, we're going to include this fucking iTunes in your shit for free, already ingrained in your plan, because they know the type of impact that fucking Apple has.
But then that'll make for sure. But that'll show. I'm like, well, I might as well get me a Droid if it's a better phone, because I can still get the Apple services on it.
So you like Apple services?
I mean,
anyway, nigga. So
if I make it for free,
nah, nigga, I'm just playing. Hey, dog. I love it, man. Yeah. I love talking about this leadership.
That leadership. That's a good topic you talk about for a long time.
Hey, we really could have went back and forth, because it's different ways to be a great leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's no one way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that in the end, you get judged off different stuff. This person may have been judged off of how many coaches they produce. This one may be judged off how much little talent.
He got his first.
How much little talent he was able to make and be big.
Yeah.
So
build them up, right?
Right. So it's different shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like we could go on forever. I literally know we could go on forever with this shit.
Right.
But bro, this is episode 4.
Right.
Man, it's 4.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. We knocking this out, bro.
Yeah, it's going.
We knocking this out.
Wait till 5 though.
Ooh, 5 gonna be live. 5 gonna be real live. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Thank you. Like Jay said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that.
100%.
It's your boy Shondo Blades, your boy Melly Mel. Say something to the people.
Man, thanks for coming out tonight.
CJ winning. Fuck this nigga. Hey,
CJ winning.
Fuck him.
CJ winning.
Fuck him and his laptop. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. This was episode 4 of the 1% Better Everyday podcast, and we out this bitch.
Let's go.
Bro, that was solid, Johnny. Yeah. Click that motherfucker off. Hit that record button in the front.